Well, welcome to our Scholars Assembly for the graduating class of 2021 here in 2022. It is wonderful to have you back with us in this community, and thank you for making the time, the effort, changing plans and working through restrictions for today. We're very mindful, unfortunately, through government restrictions, we're unable to have family members, and I thank you for those who are able to join shortly with us online to be able to watch your child getting recognised amongst their peers. I'm going to speak very briefly, but with a tone of sadness. It is sad that you are no longer members of our current cohort, but it is with great excitement we look forward to hearing today of what you're up to, what you've been accepted into, and where you will travel. What an exciting time for yourself, and I know for many of you, flights may even be later today or tomorrow. We wish you well in every endeavour, but for now, please let us have that moment to celebrate the great success over the last couple of years. Over 12, 13, 14 years with us at this school or other schools, and all of those who have gotten to that point in time. So, on behalf of our 2022 cohort of Year 12, who look at you and are a little envious, I would have to say, I'm now going to hand over to our school captains of Olivia Bowater and Dylan Rao. Can we please welcome them to the stage?
Good afternoon, Mr. Kelly, official party, guests joining us on live stream, and of course our 2021 scholars. Welcome to the PA space. You're back, right where you were last year in your final year of school, except of course this time you finished school and you're not wearing your uniform. We hope you've had a well-deserved break and are ready for the new challenges 2022 holds for each of you.
Congratulations on your successful journey through school and the amazing results that have come from this. We look forward to hearing of your accomplishments and experiences shortly.
To the IB graduates here today, congratulations on your amazing results. It has been a pleasure looking up to you over the past year. Only a year into the program myself, I've only had a glimpse at the challenges I'm yet to face. Your hard work and perseverance have been truly inspiring, and I can only hope the class of 2022 can do just as well.
And to the now past QCAA program participants, your dedication to your studies and determination over the past year have proved to be well worth it. Congratulations on all of your incredible results. As our year group journey through what you already have, I am confident we will make it through thanks to the values and positive attitudes we have witnessed you tackle the program with.
I'm sure I speak on behalf of both of us when I say being here today, in Year 12, starting our senior year, is surreal to say the least. For the past 5 years, we've looked up to you, the class of 2021, as we have followed in your footsteps up the ranks of high school. So to now be in what we knew as your place, as seniors, is something none of us have captured quite yet. We are so excited to see what you guys will accomplish in the years to come.
You have served as remarkable role models to our year group for not only the past year, but since we can remember. And we will always see you as the people we aspire to be like. You have all done so well and should be very proud. We certainly are. Good luck in all your future endeavours, and we look forward to hearing of your successes. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 2022 Scholars Assembly, and a particularly warm welcome to our seniors from 2021. The purpose of our assembly this afternoon is to acknowledge and to celebrate the very top academic performers from our 2021 Year 12 cohort. And I'm delighted to see so many of our top academics from last year return to the school this afternoon. Some of you have travelled some distance to be with us, and that is greatly appreciated. So I thank you all for making such an effort. One of the questions we continue to grapple with as educators and as a school is how do we provide the highest quality of education for each of our students, particularly when there is so much change and an endless push to include more in each and every day. Each and every student of this wonderful school, past and present, and especially those who we honour today, are beneficiaries of a wonderful educational foundation. Education is changing rapidly. New theories, new technologies, new practices are all transforming the way we teach and the way we learn. Just as the world of employment and the face and structure of society are being reshaped in new and emerging ways. So how do we ensure that we're responding appropriately in what we offer, in the way in which we provide and consume education? Resources and facilities are certainly one way of responding. At Townsville Grammar School, we are seeking to develop our facilities to ensure that we provide access to the best environment for learning by students and teaching by staff. But innovation is only one part of the model for success. Equally important is the effective maintenance of what we already have. And one of the very valuable things we already have and that we aspire to keep in the best possible condition is a culture of all-round liberal education. Townsville Grammar School aims to be a community where people from a range of different academic backgrounds come together to learn and to support one another. The support for one another is a critical outcome. That's how we want our students to behave and be recognised when they leave school and move into further study and the workforce. The outcomes we want, in other words, they do extend beyond academic achievement, even when that is what they are based on. We are concerned to maintain our standing as a community where what we might call humane values are recognised and realised. These humane values centre around the notions of personal dignity, personal integrity, and the respect for self and others. Schools are communities of action, achievement, and mutual support, but they are also communities based on the recognition of the dignity and diversity of gifts of each of its members. Townsville Grammar School aspires to be a community where independence of thought and action are respected, where the things of the mind are taken seriously. We can expect to see a genuine interest and commitment to people's chosen disciplines. That is one of the things we are explicitly honouring here today. A liberal education is an education conducted in a spirit of free inquiry, undertaken without concern for topical relevance or vocational utility. It heightens our students' awareness of the human and natural worlds they inhabit. It makes them more reflective about their beliefs and choices, more self-conscious and critical of their presuppositions and motivations, more creative in their problem solving, more perceptive of the world around them, and more able to inform themselves about the issues that arise in their lives, personally, professionally, and socially. The education that we offer here at Townsville Grammar School, a liberal education, is preparation for the rest of your lives. The subjects that you studied, and as importantly, the skills and habits of mind that you acquired in the process, they will shape the lives you will lead in the time ahead. All of you, regardless of what subjects you studied at school and what career or careers you have chosen for the future, all of you will be citizens, and as such will be helping to make decisions that will affect the lives of others. All of you will engage with forces of change, cultural, religious, political, demographic, technological, and environmental. All of you will have to assess truth claims or fake news, interpret cultural expressions, and confront ethical dilemmas in your personal and professional lives. The education that you have received here equips you with the tools to face these challenges in an informed, thoughtful, and ultimately successful and productive way. A healthy system of education offers us many rewards: scientific discoveries, eventual and even unforeseen applications, thoughtful political leadership, intelligent public debate, cultural vitality, and an educated workforce. What we are celebrating today is not only the success of some of our most outstanding students, we can also celebrate the continued vitality of our commitment to education in its fullest and richest sense. Again, I thank our 2021 scholars for joining us this afternoon. I would like to thank each of you for your significant contribution to the life of your school and wish you all the best as you make your way into the future. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kelly, parents who will watch this a little later, staff and students. It's wonderful to see such a large number of you here today with us, and I'm very pleased today that as a school community we get to congratulate and celebrate your very successful final year at TGS in both the ATAR and IB programs. Albeit a little different format with the recording of today's assembly, I do ask that those of you who are here congratulate each of the individuals who are presented today, and if you could hold your applause until I've finished reading the prize list and pathway for 2022. Some students are not able to join us today, however, I will still read their names for us all to acknowledge. A number of students today will be receiving a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship Award. Zoe was a student at Townsville Grammar School from 1941 to 1944. She was an outstanding English student who went on to obtain a Master's in Literature. After her passing in 2005, a trust fund was established from her estate and bequeathed to the school. Each year, the school is advised to the value and number of awards to be presented to the top Year 12 English students. This year, the award will be presented to 11 students. So Year 12 awards. The prize for higher level IB Psychology, Casey Chappell. Casey's unable to be with us today, and in 2022, Casey will be undertaking a gap year in Perth and planning to pursue some volunteering opportunities. The subject prize for Digital Solutions, Christian Hensman. Christian is also unable to be with us today. Christian will be studying a Bachelor of Information Technology at the Queensland University of Technology in 2022. The L.S. Daniels Prize for Earth Science, Kai Johnson. Kai is looking forward to further his study with a Bachelor of Environmental Practice at JCU and has been interviewed for a scholarship with the Australian Institute of Mining and Metallurgy. Subject prize for dance, Isabel Spanswick. Isabel is heading to Tasmania at the University of Tasmania with a Bachelor of Science majoring in chemistry as well as geography and environmental practice. Academic Award, Arav Ahuja, receiving an ATAR score of 95.55. Arav is studying at the University of Adelaide, a Bachelor of Medicine. Academic Award, Vatsal Anand. Vatsal received an ATAR of 95.70. Vatsal will be studying at the University of Adelaide, a Bachelor of Medical Studies, Doctor of Medicine. Academic Award, Darcy Arnold. Darcy received an ATAR score of 95.35. Darcy received the JCU Rising Star Award worth $10,000 and has also qualified for a Dean's Scholarship worth $20,000 to study a Bachelor of Engineering this year. Well done, Darcy. Academic Award, Joshua Borquin, an ATAR score of 96.20. Joshua will be studying in Melbourne at Deakin University, a Bachelor of Software Engineering, and has received a full scholarship, 100% of tuition fees, and $5,000 each year for his each year of study. Well done, Josh. Receiving a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Phoebe Evans with an ATAR score of 95.80. Phoebe will soon be heading to ANU to study a double degree in Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Environment and Sustainability. Academic Award, Matthew Ferguson, with an ATAR score of 95.70. Matthew has been offered a number of places in medical degrees at different universities and at this stage will be taking his JCU offer at Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery. Academic Award Wilson Flegler with an ATAR score of 95.15. Unfortunately, Wilson is unable to join us today. However, he will soon be travelling to Brisbane to study a Bachelor of Engineering at the University of Queensland. Academic Award Ashani Hazratswala, an ATAR score of 95.90. Ashani is studying at QUT in Brisbane a double degree in Bachelor of Information Technology, Bachelor of Laws, and Ashani was also the recipient of a merit scholarship worth $6,000. Well done. Receiving a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Kira Kavanagh with an ATAR score of 97.55. Kira is studying at JCU next year a Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery. Academic Award, Kai Negri. Kai received an ATAR of 96.90 and is unfortunately not able to be with us today as he's already residing in Brisbane, where he'll be studying a Bachelor of Engineering with a Masters of Engineering course in 2022. Academic Award, Het Patel, receiving an IB score of 39. In 2022, Het will be attending Macquarie University in Sydney to study a double degree, Bachelor of Applied Finance, Bachelor of Actuarial Studies. Receiving a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Megan Soldenbeide, with an ATAR score of 96.85. Megan will be studying a double degree in Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Laws at Queensland University of Technology. The Subject Prize for Physical Education and an Academic Award, Samuel Brooks, with an ATAR score of 97.25. Sam is not with us today as he has already departed for South Australia, where he'll be studying a Bachelor of Engineering at Flinders University. He'll also continue to play AFL, where he's been selected in the West Adelaide Under-18 squad to play in the South Australian competition. The Joint Subject Prize for Literature, a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Olivia Conyers, with an ATAR score of 95. Olivia will be soon heading to Canberra to study at ANU, a double degree in Bachelor of Genetics, Bachelor of Science, majoring in Psychology. The Norman Selwyn Johnson Memorial Prize for English, a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Daniel Lee, with an ATAR score of 96.15. Daniel will be heading to University of Melbourne studying a Bachelor of Biomedicine and is looking forward to studying further in the field of health at the end of that course. The Subject Prize for IB Japanese Standard Level, a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Oliver Livingston, with an IB score of 39. Oliver will be taking a gap year before heading to Melbourne to study at Melbourne University a Bachelor of Science in Molecular Biology. The Subject Prize for Italian and an Academic Award, James Turner. The ATAR score of 98.50. James will be studying at UQ, a Bachelor of Advanced Science, majoring in chemistry. Receiving a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship, the Subject Prize for IB Language and Literature Higher Level and an Academic Award, Neshi Wirasaria, with an IB score of 40. Neshi is studying in Adelaide at the University of Adelaide, a Doctor of Medicine. The Carolyn Townsend Memorial Prize for Japanese, the Eldred and Joan Burke Prize for General Mathematics and the Subject Prize for Design, Phyllis Chen. Phyllis is currently at home in Hong Kong and is planning to take a gap year in 2022 before taking on further study overseas. The Joint Prize for Economics, the Subject Prize for Geography and an Academic Award, Ella Banks, with an ATAR score of 96.65. Ella will soon be heading to ANU to do a double degree in Bachelor of Economics, Bachelor of International Relations. The A.H. Anderson Prize for Specialist Mathematics, the Subject Prize for Korean and an Academic Award, David Jung, with an ATAR score of 98.45. David is unable to be with us today as he's currently on his way back from South Korea to study a Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Doctor of Medicine program at the University of Queensland. Zoe Burnett English Scholarship, the Edna Shaw Prize for Art, the Subject Prize for Drama and an Academic Award, Sasha Lee Rowell, with an ATAR score of 97.90. In 2022, Sasha will be studying at ANU, a double degree, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts. The R.A. Marsh Prize for Music, the Subject Prize for Music Extension, an Academic Award, Charlotte Mead. With an ATAR score of 95.40, Charlotte will be heading to Brisbane to study at UQ, a double degree, Bachelor of Nursing and Midwifery. The prize for IB Biology Higher Level, IB Language and Literature Standard Level, a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Elise Pickering. With an IB score of 40, Elise is currently in Brisbane preparing to study a Bachelor of Advanced Finance and Economics at the University of Queensland. Receiving the Joint Prize for Literature, the Joint Prize for Modern History, a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship and an Academic Award, Amy Smith, with an ATAR score of 98.40. Amy has already commenced a year of Navy-specific training in Canberra prior to studying a Bachelor of Arts at ADFA in 2023. The Eleanor McKee Memorial Prize for French, Prize for Legal Studies, the Joint Subject Prize for Modern History and an Academic Award, Millie Andrews, with an ATAR score of 98.30. Millie will be studying at ANU, a double degree in Bachelor of International Security Studies and Bachelor of Criminology. Subject prizes for IB Biology Standard Level, IB Music Higher Level, IB Spanish Ab Initio and an Academic Award, Thomas Gray, with an IB score of 38. In 2022, Thomas will be studying a double degree, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music at the University of Adelaide. Subject prizes for IB Chemistry Standard Level, IB Economics Higher Level, IB Japanese Higher Level, IB Maths Approaches and Analysis Standard Level, and an Academic Award, Tammy Lee, with an IB score of 41. Tammy has already headed to Melbourne in preparation to study a Bachelor of Design at the University of Melbourne. Majoring in architecture, Tammy also received a Design Pathways Scholarship worth $5,000 from the university. The W.H. Donald Prize for Mathematics Methods, the Subject Prize for Accounting and Chinese, the Joint Prize for Economics and an Academic Award, Ivan Mann, with an ATAR score of 97.35. Ivan is currently on orientation week at the University of New South Wales, where he'll shortly begin his double degree in Law and Actuarial Studies. Prizes for IB Chemistry Higher Level, IB Mathematics Approaches and Analysis Higher Level, IB Physics Higher Level, IB Psychology Standard Level, the Malcolm McConaughey Prize for Border Ducks and the Quick Family Prize for Academic Excellence, Hyun-gun Yun, with a IB score of 42. Hyun-gun is unable to be with us today as he's heading to Canberra in preparation for his course where he'll be studying a Bachelor of Advanced Computing Research and Development at the Australian National University. The R.P. Rubin Prize for Chemistry, the R.P. Rubin Prize for Physics, and the Lawrence Edwards Wilkins Prize for Proximia Kesset, Lachlan Taylor, with an ATAR score of 99.15. In 2022, Lachlan will be studying a Bachelor of Engineering, majoring in Automotive Engineering at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology. The W.H. Donald Prize for Biological Science, a Zoe Burnett English Scholarship, and the Mary Foley Elliott Memorial Prize for Ducks of the School, Sarah Jacob, with an ATAR score of 99.45. Sarah has received numerous offers to study across the country in medicine, and next year she'll be studying in Adelaide at the University of Adelaide, a Doctor of Medicine. gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today from our 2021 graduating cohort with an IB diploma. This student began his TGS journey in 2016 and has involved himself fully in the life of the school. He was most recently a member of the Discourse Club, the Entrepreneur and Investment Club, a member of Grammar Singers Choir and Liaison Boys Choir. He was voted by his peers to the role of Treasurer in Interact. This student has given his time to community service initiatives such as being a Sony Camp Companion, volunteering for Cowboys House Tutoring, and assisting with our junior school students with their SAMS program. He has participated in Cricket at Grammar, the Maths Challenge, the Science and Engineering Challenge, and has been involved with school productions and been awarded cultural awards for his efforts. He has consistently achieved Pro Diligencia Awards and Cum Laude Awards, so it is not surprising to see his hard work has paid off with him being honoured today as part of Scholars Assembly. Please welcome to the microphone, Het Patel.
Good afternoon, official party, teachers, parents and family watching, and students watching this recording, and most importantly, the reason why we are gathered here today, the scholars from the class of 2021. I'd like to start off by congratulating you on your excellent results, which are a real testament to the amount of work and hours you put in throughout the past 2 years. Like any valuable experience, there have been many highs and many lows, but we managed to get through it all, and I'm sure I can speak on behalf of you when I say that the struggle was all worth it. I'm sure you were able to get into your dream courses or gap year, and wish you the best of luck for this exciting new chapter in your lives. Reflecting over my 6-year journey at TGS, from when I came in through those doors in 2016 as a short, rather chubby guy, if you don't believe that, you can see a picture of me from grade 7 next to the pool, to where I am today, I realize that this school truly has changed my life and given me an endless number of opportunities to grow as a human being. Sadly, I don't mean in terms of height, so I never quite got to that 6-foot milestone. But in all seriousness, in my time here, I've gained confidence, made lifelong friends, developed my leadership skills, and most importantly, I've learned how to help out and give back to the community. We have all been so lucky to attend a school that encouraged all of our interests and gave us opportunities to pursue just about anything in academics, sport, and music. And to the current students that are watching this video, I'm sure that you have heard the message of taking advantage of the endless opportunities that the school offers dozens of times. And I'm also sure that my words are going in one ear and straight out the other, because honestly, I was the same. But trust me, you don't fully appreciate and understand these words until you have graduated, and it's too late, because that's when it hits you that the time for taking these opportunities is gone, and you may never receive such chances again. Some of my most fond memories are made in these co-curricular activities. Grammar Singers, for example. I'm almost certain Blanche didn't like me there for obvious reasons, but I had a great time. And for the scholars, I also want to encourage you to be social and active in your university years, because it will only make your experience better. There are literally hundreds of clubs you can join, from, as bad as it sounds, a League of Legends club, to even a Kanye West Appreciation Society. That's a real club, guys, so get amongst it all. Now, I also want to share with you a piece of advice that I learned a few weeks ago. I'd always wanted to go to UNSW because of its reputation as a top business university. I was pretty confident I would get in because my ATAR equivalent was safely above the 95 minimum required for that course last year. My accommodation was confirmed, my flights were booked, and I told literally everyone before the offers had come out. But I'm sure you can guess from the excessive suspense building that I didn't get the offer. I was so annoyed that the ATAR requirement jumped up by 3 points to 98 the year I wanted to get in, so I just missed out. But instead of UNSW, I got an offer from Macquarie. Because I was so fixated with UNSW, I didn't look into my options before applying. And I simply put Macquarie down on the application list because, I needed to fill my preference list. But after I got the offer, I had no choice but to look into that course, and I actually realized that the Macquarie course is better suited to my strengths and to what I want to pursue in the future. So honestly, me not getting an offer to UNSW was probably a blessing in disguise, and it opened my naive eyes. And I'm sure the English teachers are on the edge of their seat, wanting to know whether I found some sort of deeper meaning to the story. And yes, I did, don't worry. I learned the importance of keeping an open mind and to explore all options at hand. But most importantly, the quote, "Everything happens for a reason, and when one door closes, another door opens, and you won't know whether there's gold behind that door unless you walk through it," was really put into perspective for me. So that's about all the wisdom that a 17-year-old can impart to you, but I hope it was helpful. You can take something away from it. I've talked a lot about universities and ATAR today, but I want you to know that these two things do not paint the whole picture. For a great schooling experience or university experience, one of the most important aspects is making valuable connections with those around you. A highlight of my TGS journey was the lunchtime banter with my friends, a lot of who are here present today as scholars. I just want to say I'm very happy for you, and I'm definitely going to miss you in uni. Thank you for all the great memories. And I wouldn't be able to end this speech without saying a few more thank yous. Firstly, I'd like to send my most heartfelt thank you to all my teachers that guided me from grade 7. I still don't know whether I can call you by your first name, and to be honest, it still sounds a bit weird when I do in my head. But one thing I do know is that your invaluable advice directed me on the right path, and I wouldn't be standing here without the help from all of you. Miss Marsh, your dancing and singing skills were the highlight of my form periods all year. Mr. Camphor, you're always my go-to person to keep up with the latest gossip. Miss Watson, I loved watching you shout at the little kids who run past your class in the middle of a lesson. And Mr. Smith, the great Alan Smith. I still don't appreciate you making me sit at the front of the class for a whole term when I slept in a lesson for 10 minutes, but I'm willing to let it go if you agree to stop taking everyone's phone in the morning. And you too, Mr. Moores. I know you and Mr. Smith have some sort of competition. And lastly, a big thank you goes to my sister, who is watching in Melbourne, I hope, for being my biggest inspiration and role model. You're always willing to help me with my schoolwork, no matter how busy you were. And to my mum and my dad, whether it was at my lowest points or my highest, you're always there supporting and encouraging me. I can comfortably assure you that the decision you made in 2008 to move from India so that we could have a better education was definitely worth it. Thank you for everything. And finally, to the scholars and students, I want to leave you with a quote. If you aim higher than you expect, you could just reach higher than you dreamed. Thank you.
Well, thankfully, I don't need to say many words after that, Het. That was simply a wonderful speech. Thank you for your honesty, your sincerity, the humour, but also for the great times that it appears you had at this school. And we will miss you. Trust me, we will miss you, like we will miss you all. And if that hasn't sunk in yet, please note that it will over time. We do miss every student that leaves these grounds, and especially those like yourself who dug in really deep and put a lot of hard hours and times and built a connection with staff and fellow peers. To our captains who spoke earlier, thank you for your words, but also I think you've heard today some heartfelt truths from those who have gone before you and the challenges you will face. But they, like you, have managed to make their way through it, and as will you too with the staff that you have on board. That concludes our ceremony for today, and I want to thank those families who are joining us online for your understanding at this difficult time, and we do look forward at some stage soon to be able to be having you back online here on campus. And finally, to the students in the room who are no longer students, and I say that officially, although we said a few farewells at the end of last year. You are young men and young women who have amazing futures ahead of you. Please pop back in to fill us in on all your adventures, good and bad, the highs and the lows, the family connections and all those things that you think we're not interested in. We are. And so therefore, thank you, and that concludes our ceremony.